The American auto market is one of the largest in the world. Buyers can get nearly every vehicle from the American muscle car to JDM sport cars. However, there are some excellent cars that are illegal on American roads. To ensure you stay informed, we have completed this list to showcase some of the best foreign cars that have been banned from entering the United States. The Alfa Romeo Giulietta is not a very fast car. At its peak, it had a 1.8-liter engine that produced 237 horsepower at 2000 RPM. There were several other petrol and diesel variants over the 6 years it was in production, and those with the 6-speed manual transmission were probably the most appealing. There is no extreme reason why the Giulietta wasn't approved for the American market, like a lack of airbags of terrifying power. Perhaps it had something to do with its performance on the safety front, though compared to its competition, considering it doesn't have automatic emergency braking. There are 6 airbags, seatbelt control, and seatbelt warning buzzers. Either way, the automaker declared there were no plans to export it to the North American market, though that may change in the future. The V-Rage is one of the most iconic Aston Martins of all time. It was first introduced in 1989 and discontinued in 2000, before returning in 2011 and exiting the following year. The V-Rage is a 2+ roadster that packs a 5.9-liter AM11 V12 engine that produces 490 horsepower. The V-Rage is commended for being sharp in handling. The first iteration of the V-Rage was available in America between 1990 and 1993. However, America stopped supporting the car due to the lack of passenger airbags and the inability to pass American emission standards. If Aston Martin had been a little more serious with business, the second V-Rage produced in 2011 would have been a beautiful car for American buyers. In 2000, Lotus engineered one of the most interesting supercars, the 340R. Built with a 4-cylinder version of the Rover K series, the VHPD very high-power derivative, the Lotus produces 175 horsepower. Due to its incredible lightweight construction and superior weight distribution, the 340R accelerates from 0 to 60 mph in 4.4 seconds, which is outstanding considering the engine size. However, this is precisely why it's not in America. The car doesn't meet safety regulations because of its subcompact design. It is technically road legal in the UK, but most Lotus 340Rs are reserved for the track. Despite being the military vehicle of choice for the United Kingdom, the Defender is now legal in the United States. Technically, it doesn't make much sense, as it is one of the most capable old-school off-roaders and are accepted vehicles that produce higher-level emissions. However, it is in contravention of crash safety and emissions regulations. Due to the Compliance Act loophole, it is possible to import older versions that are at least 25 years of age under the classic car stipulations. The problem is the old design has changed quite minimally, so it is not easy to distinguish a 2016 generation one from a 1990 model. In fact, there are some that recent import versions that are illegal and modify them, so they look like the first Land Rover 90s and 110s. It's a little redundant to include both the 340R and the Series 1, as the 340R is essentially a later release trim of the Elise. Nonetheless, it's essential to mention the base model, as it stands alone as a fantastic roadster. Initially released in 1996, the Series 1 was designed by Julian Thompson to have an incredibly low curb weight and center of gravity. This allows the car to be significantly faster than other cars with much bigger engines. All Lotus cars are so expertly designed that every driver wants to own one. However, the Elise Series 1 is not legal on American roads. If you have enjoyed this video up to this point, I would be honored to change the subscribe button to subscribe the button, and like this video and comment your opinion. The Nissan Patrol is like a Pathfinder lookalike, although it's more closely related to the Armada. The fifth generation of the car is a favorite among many buyers. Dubbed the Y61, the fifth generation was produced between 1997 and 2013. It was available in different trims, with engine size ranging from 2.8 liter to 4.5 liter. Throughout the 2000s, the Patrol underwent various facelifts and mechanical upgrades before getting axed from multiple markets in 2014. It remained in production in South Africa, the Middle East, Pakistan, Paraguay, Bolivia, Sri Lanka, and the Philippines. Currently, the Patrol is not allowed in the United States. The vehicle has safety features that aren't up to code, and it probably doesn't meet the emission regulation requirements. If it did meet these requirements, the Patrol is a cooler alternative to the Nissan Xterra and the Pathfinder. The Toyota Hilux is a unique pickup truck with a similar design to the SR5 but with a few differences. The Hilux comes equipped with a range of diesel engines, ranging from 2 liter to 4 liter, producing between 139 and 235 horsepower. Consumers commend the Hilux for being well built, reliable, and always ready for work. It also comes with an optional 4WD for off-road driving. While there are many other trucks in Toyota's catalog that are basically equivalent to the Hilux, it is still unfortunate that the Hilux never made it to America. While it's not technically banned from entering the country, the American government imposes a heavy tax, 25%, on imported lightweight trucks like the Hilux. Wiesmann was an independent German car manufacturer specializing in hand-built custom vehicles before it was liquidated in May 2014. One of the most notable designs from Wiesmann is the GT-MF5, which was limited to a production number of 55 units in 2009. Under the GT-MF5 suit was a V10 BMW S85 with 547 horsepower. The car is tuned for track performance, and even though it's not street legal in America, it would cost an arm and a leg were it available. Although it was limited to 55 units, in the end, the brand built only 43 cars, making the GT-MF5 quite rare. Other than being impossible for the vehicle to pass the United States safety test, it would be pretty impossible to find one to purchase. The Noble was marketed as a unique British supercar as it wasn't built in direct competition with the current establishment. Each model is apparently hand-built to the client's requirements, but there are significant reasons why it didn't qualify for the American market. The lack of ABS and airbags is probably why the Nissan felt this car was better left out of the market. It has improved brakes and significant finish quality, though that doesn't justify the $350,000 price tag. The Noble does have a 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine that generates 650 horsepower. The acceleration to 60 mph is 3 seconds, and it has a 6-speed manual transmission. It sounds like a lot of fun, but for a specific target audience like affluent individuals who like to spend their weekends on the track rather than sky slopes. Unveiled at the 2011 Qatar Motor Show, the Volkswagen XL1 is the third version of Volkswagen's 1-liter car, which is essentially a plug-in diesel hybrid. Supposedly, the XL1 can achieve a theoretical fuel efficiency of 260 miles per gallon from its 47 horsepower two-cylinder turbo diesel engine. Production began in 2013 and was limited to 250 units, which went to pre-sale applicants who essentially purchased the car before they were made. So despite the illegality of importing the XL1, the Volkswagen XL1 is still a It's safe to say it'd be nearly impossible to find one for sale anyway.